witnesses. That was the first and final prerequisite. 2 men in the garage that history won't visit. We came from opposing banks of the same contaminated river, shared the same cold water, never shared a meal. Now here, deliver. But neither side could sanction what the elders would call apostasy, against the sacred distances of decades of hostility. He offered me his hand before he offered me the terms. I studied it the way a surgeon studies what confirms his diagnosis. Every line a map of what he navigated, every scar a chapter of the wars we'd orchestrated against each other. And I took it, felt the seismic weight of 2 men breaking something older than their combined hate. This never happened, that's the first clause. No paper, no record, no applause. Just 2 men and the consequence of choosing survival over laws. The forbidden deal don't have a seal, don't have a notary or a meal, just a marrow-deep conviction that some truths some more real than the ones the room permits you to feel. He said your people and my people bleed the same chromatic red. We just assigned it different emblematic meanings, different flags above the same exhausted ground. I listened to the silence after. Let the compound of his words dissolve inside the ventricles of reasoning. Because a man who speaks your language while seasoning it with his own, who finds the overlap instead of the divide, is either the most dangerous man alive or the one qualified to end what neither army could, through attrition or through valor. I chose to believe the former was the latter's palace showing through, and so we drew the map nobody drew before. 2 enemies designing peace on a concrete basement floor. This never happened, that's the first clause. No paper, no record, no applause. Just 2 men and the consequence of choosing survival over laws. The forbidden deal don't have a seal, don't have a notary or a meal, just a marrow-deep conviction that some truths are more real than the ones the room permits you to feel. To feel. The weight of the forbidden is its own particular texture, something between exhilaration and the cold before a fracture. You feel the ground shift under every subsequent decision. Every word now carries the clandestine incision of what you did in that garage, what you chose without permission from the men who built the doctrine of perpetual division. I sat at my own table 3 days later, men around me speaking of the enemy, his movements, the intelligence was seeking. And I held the secret like a coal inside my closed fist, warm enough to burn, too valuable to dismiss. Said what I was supposed to say, wore every requisite expression, while the real negotiation lived inside my chest like a transgression that had already become the thing I'd build the next decade on. A foundation made of contraband, but a foundation solid, gone. The forbidden deal reveals a truth that sanction once concealed, that every wall men build has got a door behind the seal, that even sworn enemies shared the subterranean desire to stop feeding the machine that keeps requiring the fire. We were tired, that's the word, 2 exhausted architects of a war that built our names but left us both with defects in the places where the living should be, where the warmth persists. Instead we had the cold geometry of 2 clenched fists. That night we opened them, now by just slightly, just enough to let the other read the lines, to share the topographic stuff of what it costs to be the man that history assigned us to. Sovereigns of forbidden rooms and what that silence finds us. The garage still stands, nobody knows. 2 sets of tire tracks, where the cold wind blows. No record, no witness, no name on the wall. Just 2 men who chose something larger than the protocol of ancient hatred for one night in the dark, and carried it home separately like a scar that only they would ever know.